Raiders taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
65.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. 72 yards. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Carr now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's close to the clockwork right now for them.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
But how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Carr going to throw. Again, it's Johnson. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
But we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Let's see, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, come on.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to have a Raiders first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. To throw is Garoppolo. To swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Garoppolo. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 7. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
11.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can click and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They're on 4th down here. That pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. This one taken in by Olave. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaac Rochelle. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And now Carr changing the formation. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's Garoppolo to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a fast-foot comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball,